So for the Bulls, Doug McDermott comes in for Mirotic. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Butler. Freak with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Freak and the Bulls with another miss. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Houston.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
He doesn't get the second one. The Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Mirotic kicks to Freak. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here is Pekovic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Brooks. Drilled from 11 feet out. Brooks has got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it off.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Karl Anthony Towns has been Chicago making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott, and Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for the Timberwolves. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Mirotic is out there with Noah, and it's Freak in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's denied. Rubio with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Dunleavy dishes to Mirotic. And the Bulls with another miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Dunleavy. For Minnesota, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Justin Holiday comes in for Jimmy Butler. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Muhammad comes in for Levine. And Brooks subbed in for Ricky Rubio. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Timberwolves leading by 8. Brooks outside. He dishes it to Muhammad. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Now here's Freak. Brooks covering. Shot from the top of the key. The shot is off.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Freak. On the mark with the 15-footer. Freak's got his first basket. Minnesota leading by 10. Brooks the pass to Muhammad. Brooks left side. Dishes it to Muhammad. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Muhammad's got his second basket of the game. Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Villanueva. He feeds it to Muhammad. Kicks to Brooks. Three-pointer. Good. And Brooks has got 8 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The shot. Nice D from Brooks. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this. The Bulls making a switch here. Freaks checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Zhang comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Levine. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Zhang is out there with Towns. Then there's Charlie Villanueva. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Zhang. Minnesota leading by 22. Here's Levine. Pass to Towns. And Rubio kicks to Towns. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Pulls it from 20. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got his third rebound on the night. He kicks to Levine. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Ball stolen. Now Rubio. Feeds it to Levine. Kicks it out to Rubio. Clock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. And the shot is long.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
They get it back. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Bulls.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Rubio. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
To the paint, knocked loose. Now here's Freak, covered by Irving. Pass to Portis. There's 31 seconds left in the game. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And it's Irving missing. Now here's Freak. Out left to the wing. Outside Holiday. Nails it.
Field goal. Justin Holiday.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Ricky Rubio. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight. And, folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Al Jefferson played for several teams in his NBA career, but no matter what uniform he has on, he is a load, a real handful, Kenny.
Well, he can shoot the mid-range, Ernie, and that's probably his biggest asset. And, then he could take you down on the block. That's probably one of his bread and butter moves. I like his jump hook, though, because when he goes to that, it creates space in the lane and allows guys to offensive rebound as well.
My nickname for him is Baby Fundamentals, has tremendous feet work in the post, and Ernie, believe it
The Hornets are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this game. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harvey. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Pau Gasol.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin, but really it's an issue for both teams in regards to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Freak dishes to Mirotic. The pass to Freak. Offline with his three. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
Sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Now we get a chance to check out Jeremy Lin. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Dunleavy's checked in for Noah. And a switcher also for Charlotte, Courtney Lee. He's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And both free throws good from Freak. Charlotte leading by 4. Now it's in it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Lee kicks to Zeller. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Lamb, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Bulls moving the ball around. Mirotic's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lamb passes to Lee. There's the dish to Leonard. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Zeller's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Freak with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Butler. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Butler's got 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Lamb. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Bulls trail by 7. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
And here is Lee. Kicks it to Lamb. Leonard on the wing. 1 second left. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The basket's coming early and off. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for McDermott. Butler, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Leonard comes in for Williams. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kid Gilchrist. Freak, he's in at the point. Mirotic out there with Portis. Then there's Noah. And it's Butler in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Freak kicks to Mirotic. Takes a shot at the elbow. That is good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Lamb. They set the screen. And again, the Hornets missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Lee's checked in for Charlotte. Butler dishes to Freak. Back to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 8 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Lynn kicks to Lee. Pass to Lamb. The 3. Here's Zeller, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He's got 6.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Lee with the steal. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now it's a 9-point Hornets lead. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Butler on the wing. 8 points for him. Nice shot by Portis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Bulls trail by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Lamb. Outside, Lynn. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Lynn's got 6.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Pulls it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. That'll do it for the first half. Hornets on top, up 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the... And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You got to like what Nicholas... Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Justin Holiday's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Leonard comes in for Marvin Williams. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Lamb. And Lee's subbed in for Jeremy Lin. On the court for the Hornets, Myers Leonard is out there with Zeller. Then there's Batum. Then it's Lee. And it's Kid Gilchrist at the 3 spot.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
The offensive rebound. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And checking out the stats for Jimmy Butler, he's really been a key contributor over the past month, averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Dunleavy's checked in for Chicago. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Freak. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Bulls.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Hornets leading by 3. Inside. That's good from Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Batum. Kid Gilchrist has got his first basket of the night. Freak kicks to Dunleavy. Bulls moving the ball around. Freak with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Mirotic, the top of the key jumper, is on the mark. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Outside, Batum. Picked by Lee. Here's Zeller. No good off the pick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Outside, Batum. No good from Lee. Bulls trail by 3. Outside, Butler. Freak kicks to Butler. Passes it to Portis. Leonard with the steal.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Back to Lee. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Zeller. From outside the arc. And no good trying to get that. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Now the Bulls with it. They trail by 3. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Freak is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Lamb kicks to Williams. He dishes it to Lynn, to the left wing. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Williams. 5 on the clock. Back to Jefferson. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And the basket by Rose.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Williams, a screen on Rose. Lynn kicks to Lamb. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And they take the lead. 8 points for Freak. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with Back to you.
Here's Lamb. Off the inbound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Perfect inbounds play there. He couldn't have drawn it up any better.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rose passes to Freak. Dishes it to Gibson. Feeds it to Rose. The runner. Again, Chicago.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And the shot is good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The feed to Freak. He kicks to Noah. Taken away by Williams. And now Kid Gilchrist running the floor all by himself. The pass to Lamb. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. No luck. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Lee against Butler. Lee kicks to Jefferson. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And now we've got the intentional foul. That's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Freak kicks to Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Freak missing.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many.
We got to forget about that one.
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys seemed to...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. And